Welcome, everybody, to Gridlife. This is the one and the only. This is celebrating 10 years. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Look at this venue.
It's
Cerise Taylor, you are interjecting. I am super excited. You're super excited.
I am so freaking pumped, dude.
Oh, my gosh. I'm just going to sit back. I kind of just want to lay back because Cerise Taylor here, this is this beautiful human being. She is celebrating, how many Gridlifes have you been on?
So this is my second Midwest Fest. Last year was the first time ever, and it left a lasting impression, so I'm so stoked to be back. But I have been at all the festival rounds so far this year, and I intend to be at all the rest for the rest of 2023. So
let's go.
Yeah, I'm
all
freaking
right.
pumped. You're the homies.
Say. So what's going down right now is Gridlife Drift. This GingerMan Raceway,
look at that
BC
view.
Racing, Chase Bays. There are so many amazing partners that are supporting us, including Hyundai and Never Just Drive, and Falcon, the official tire of Gridlife Track Battle. But we're shredding some tires out here, Cerise.
One or two.
What are you excited about? Because I know you build a lot of BMW. Look at Chelsea DeNova. BT,
coming up on James Dean like he's not scared.
BTW James Dean is out there shredding, and I had a conversation with him in Orlando just last weekend, Formula Drift. He's like, never been here before. Super excited.
Yep.
As his GCP just about.
You have people like Chelsea who have come here for many years. They just this is a joy for them, right? Because you can be in the competition level of drifting, but as soon as you show up to one of these events, you're kind of chilling with the homies. So yes, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna drive aggressively, but it's in a level of aggression that is just packed by fun. So it's a different experience. What am I most excited about, honestly? So one of my favorite things about this is the aerial view. This track is one of the most beautiful tracks. You get all the smoke, all the spectators right there. This is a perfect shot. Right there, if you get a chance to get into cars, the best with drifting, and we're here for it.
Yeah, just showing up earlier today. I took my shirt off. Let's be quite honest.
Hot as hell, man.
I was shirtless earlier. Sorry, Shuri. You know, like you
Cerise, we'll get it right. It's okay.
What?
Continue. You were shirtless.
Cerise?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get it right because guess what? I was shirtless earlier today, and these guys are shirtless because they are looking at an amazing track, and the track is very forgiving. And like I said, you have a 3-time Formula Drift champion on the track. You have a 3-time champion, James Dean. You also have a FYI.
That's
Chelsea
awesome.
DeNova, he has something to prove, man. I feel like and Dan, Danger Dan.
Yeah, he's out here.
Let's talk about him.
Yeah, we can talk about him.
Danger Dan Sumner.
We were watching him last time. He was right. I think it was following James Dean. He wanted it, man. Like, he was hungry.
Dustin Miles real quick.
Yep.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Shout out to Dustin Miles. Okay, so no, but he looked like he was diving in on him, and he was driving really aggressively. So you got these pro-level drivers that have seen each other in competition, and now they get to just shake things out, and they get to have fun. So all the lines that you might not have carried initially in Formula Drift, you can go ahead and play around here and just let this be your playground.
I love how professional you're taking it.
I know, because I'm in the pits with you, and I'm joking around with him, like, you know.
I see you, and I'm super excited about the enthusiasm, and I'm trying to have,
this
I'm
guy
trying to have fun.
16 years old.
Reese Conklin.
16 years old, and I was talking about him
Reese
the last
Conklin.
time.
He is
Dude,
the
humble
fun haver.
guy.
So humble guy. He's a child. He's as old as my oldest son.
Ego can start at a young age.
Well, you
Here
know what?
he is.
Reese Conklin, super humble, great kid. Super excited to see him out here ripping. Jason and his wife are magnanimous human beings. James Dean, let's go.
The entry. So this is what I really like about this track. So when you come in, where you're going to initiate, you have this long straight. So you have several seconds to think about exactly where you want to place your car and when you want to initiate drift. And whether or not you're flicking or hand braking, honestly, I don't even know what James Dean is doing.
You're seeing James Dean, one of the best drifters in the world.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Right now at GingerMan Raceway.
One of the tallest drifters in the world.
Cerise, thank you so much. I love this. This is such a new wave piece. because I was told you're like, somebody's like, oh, Cerise is so excited to announce with you. Oh, cool.
Stop. I was not. I was real cool about it. I was real freaking cool about it.
Like humble brag. I'll stoke my own horn. I love that you're here because you're kind of a new generation of drifters.
Yeah.
TJ Hunt, Ryan Turk.
Yep.
Ryan Turk, his car's overheating. It's
right
going
now.
hot. His twin brother was talking about it.
He had this car at Circuit Legends last year, and so that was iconic for like several reasons, but specifically because that was the first time we ever saw drifting at Lime Rock. So for all of us, like home-based homies, that was incredible.
Home-based homies?
Home-based homies. You know, all the people from the East Coast, all the people from up the Northeast. That's where we're from. FCB Euro, all the guys that I'm with today this weekend, that's where we come from. We hail from the Northeast. Here we go. Oh, like that entry is, let me tell you, first of all, again, appreciate the drone footage so much. Thank you to all the pilots that are out here this weekend. You guys are just absolutely killing it. These perspectives, oh, look at all the people. Look at all the tents. Look at the camping. There are so many people out here, and they're all having fun.
Yo, Ultimaniac ripping through the start with Alex Jager. That's Ultimaniac. That is a VR-powered Ultima, which is insane. That's a rental car. The stance on that thing looks bonkers. I was telling my homeboy earlier, I said, dude, the Ultimaniac looks like a car that it looks broken. It's like, it has a glitch. And then Alex Jager.
It's so clean inside of that. Every single harness, everything is dialed in on that car. I want to go in.
Have you taken a ride yet?
No, I told Chris. I went up to him earlier. I was like, yo, I gotta get in that thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to get in there.
I got a guy.
You got a guy? You know a guy?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Cool. Put a good word.
Chris, put her in.
So wait, we just
put her in.
We just saw the Golden Arrow 190E come through. Here it is. Okay, so we got some drifting out here.
Who's this?
What is that? Where's the Golden
Who are we
Arrow?
looking at?
We're drifting right now.
Oh boy.
There it is. Okay, so that is okay, we have the E36. Love and appreciate that so much. This 190E coming up is a one-of-one car. It is an absolutely phenomenal build.
Is that an Evo?
Yeah, dude. Well, reminiscent of, but yes, it has the Evo kit on it, and I think it has an M133 engine in there. It's a manual swap, which you don't see on those cars. I mean, it's fucking sick. Oh, sorry, my bad. But it's a great car.
Oh, there's Ryan Turk. So, Cerise, what's your bag? Like, dream build, go.
So I do really love an E46 chassis. I think that it's a really well set up platform. You can do a lot of things with it power-wise. The wheelbase is really comparable. So if you're looking at like a Mustang versus like an E46, those do typically have a similar wheelbase, or exactly the same. I'm one of the two. But I would say LS swapped or V8 swapped E46 M3. V8s do exactly what you tell them to, and I like predictability. So call me boring, but
E46 M3.
Sure.
Done.
Yep. Oh
Done
yeah,
that.
chassis for sure.
All right.
Yep.
Sweet. That was a terrible.
How many times have you been here? How many times have you done Midwest Fest?
Probably like 9 years. 8 years.
Well, yeah. So we're 10 years into Midwest Fest. This is what the fourth.
Well, this is 10 years of Gridlife Midwest Fest.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a really big deal. And we know that this whole weekend is sold out too. So, I mean, the amount of spectators that you see, like, as far as like, there's a lot of money and time that goes into this.
It's got like, it's got to be like $100. Like, if you're riding with 3-time champion Chris Forsberg.
Yeah.
In the Ultimaniac, what would you pay?
Ooh, I guess it depends on who I am. You know, like how much access do you have?
I just asked you a question.
I'm jaded, man. I'm so jaded. I'm so blessed to be in this.
$100.
If you told me $100, sure, fine, $100. Yeah. Let's do it. $100 on the table.
Right, well,
James Dean, you know, you got all these impressive drivers. Every single person out here.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 29.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Listen, you ask me, don't date yourself. You know what I mean?
I know.
You gotta play it cool. Play it cool. You're youthful. You got that youthful exuberance.
I'll be 45.
Here we go. Let's see what.
Well,
I want to see initiation before the white line. Before the white line.
This is Gridlife Drift. We are live. Cerise Taylor. I'm Jared Dienda. Taking a look at some of the most pro drivers in the world. They are throwing down here at GingerMan Raceway.
Oh, the snow.
Oh boy.
Oh, I was in the bathroom earlier, and these ladies, this mom.
That's Ryan Turk, speaking of bathroom.
His mother and daughter were at the sink washing the tire off their face. And it was like, for me as a woman, I was like,
I was in the bathroom earlier.
that is an amazing moment. Just washing tire debris off of your body. Because that's what happens. You get freaking sprayed, man.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah?
Take a little bit of it with you.
Well, that's called souvenir. Take a look at that first turn. They come down the big straight and then into this big left-hand sweeper.
We just saw on live stream, if you guys keep watching at home, we just did an interview with that maroon car in the pits earlier.
Yeah.
It's clean, dude. That thing is super clean.
There's James Dean and Chelsea Denofa. Also Alex Yeager. They are all shredding in their comp cars. Pro Spec, Pro, Formula Drift cars. That's James Dean. Right-hand drive, AutoZone, Mustang RTR5, Spec FD.
Yep.
That is a 1,000 horsepower, right-hand drive Ford Mustang.
Yeah, you got Chelsea and James that are running basically the same platform right now. So that's really fun to see them out there. But we caught up with James earlier, and he was like, "This car's a little bit different than I'm used to." So I mean, dude, it's not even a thing for him. He's not worried about a damn thing.
No. Chelsea Denofa there in the Pennzoil RTR Spec 5 FD. BC Racing coilovers. You could see just
He's
so
using
easy.
the debris as like an obstacle on the course. Like, it was a bumper on track before, and he was like, nope. But just imagine at home, like imagine having the experience of being on track with these professional drivers, and you're just in your garage building your cars, and then you get out here and you got James Dean, you got Chelsea, you got like all these people.
Yep.
That's incredible.
I look massive compared to you.
Thank you.
I look just so big. I look just so big.
You know what?
Compared to you.
I feel like that's good for both of us.
Is it?
I think so.
Like, I don't know.
There's a dynamic happening, you know?
Yeah, it feels so big.
I love it. If you guys are watching at home, send some love in the chat. We can see your comments. If it's funny enough, I don't know.
Do they?
Might mention it, maybe. Who's Max B?
Max B, James Dean, definitely got to put on a show.
We got Gearhead 25, YOLO. All right. These guys coming around. How many tires do you think they go through in a session? They are allowing tire changes on pit lane, which is great, so they don't have to come in. There are different regulations depending on the track and the event and all that, but this way they can do quicker tire changes and then just get back out there. So, yeah, right there.
All right. So, Cerise, who are you excited about to see out here this weekend?
Well,
James Dean.
I was gonna say I've actually never seen James Dean drive in person.
Yeah.
The fact that this is his first Gridlife event might be why, but that's really fun. And then I have a bunch of homies that are from the Northeast that are out here, and so coming from Connecticut to Michigan, I mean that's gonna be 12 to 15 hours, for a drive.
Yeah.
But they're out here, and I think that's really really cool. So I don't know. I think James Dean's fun. I think he's putting on a good show. I do love watching Chris Forsberg. I love knowing that there's 4 people screaming their heads off in that car, so that's pretty fun. And then I'm just hoping nobody breaks too bad. But if they do, please just don't drop fluid.
They will not.
See, look at that. See? Clipping point.
No,
got it.
No, 100%. They will not. That's Chelsea Denofa in his Formula Drift comp car.
Yeah.
What's insane about this, that's the analogy. That's how sick this is. That's why I was super excited like a couple weekends ago. I was like, hey man, like Orlando, it's gonna be dope. James Dean, Chelsea, Vaughn's here tomorrow.
So I am excited for that.
Forsberg, he's ripping around Ultimaniac. He's not ripping around his comp car, but I'm super excited about all the pro cars.
Yeah, it's sick. I mean, the experience, it's just this like 2 worlds collide kind of thing, and that's what you get. So it's both with either the grassroots level or the pro level, and then you get grip drift out there, and it's like everybody's coming together, and it's just, I think it brings this level of familiarity to the sport. You know, these people get to be like, oh, I actually really like that build. I like that power. I like that, setup as suspension. And
So again, what dream build? Go.
Again?
I told you.
Do we have to get more specific?
Yes.
Okay. What's your
Thank you.
What's your dream build?
You didn't ask me.
Passing the mic to Jared. The end. Jared.
FC RX-7, Coyote engine.
Yeah.
Good engine note.
Okay, good.
FC RX-7.
Good note.
That's what I'm done.
Oh, that's it.
Cerise Taylor, Jared Dienda, beautiful time. The sun is setting on the track, but the sun is setting on our production. Guess what? Who are you excited about tonight? Any artists?
So I'm most excited for the silent disco. I want the silent disco, and I want it all the time. I'm very excited.
If you don't know what the silent disco is, basically you put the headphones on, you listen to your own music, and you just kind of like.
You can switch channels. So like you and your homie are gonna be vibing to like totally different songs, and then all of a sudden you switch, and you're like, ah, yeah, this is a banger.
But I can't listen to what you're listening to.
Jared Glitch.
Cerise Taylor, I'm Jared Dion. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guess what? We will be back at it like a track addict. The one and only Gridlife is going down 10 years. Thank you so much, GingerMan Raceway.
Signing off.
Born on the track, bred on the mountains, raised on the podium, ready for anything and everything. Learn more about our entire line at falcontire.com.
Owning a car can be expensive. It can also be confusing. What? And when things don't go right, there's no doubt it could be frustrating. But it can also be a lot of fun. And for those reasons, FCP Hero exists. Check this out. Do you and your car a favor and head over to fcphero.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Chris Forsberg, and when it comes to classics and high-performance cars, I only trust America's #1 racing oil, Valvoline VR1. It's built on Valvoline's long legacy in racing, so I can continue to build my own. With 2 times more zinc than the industry standard, VR1's high-performance formula is tested on the track and trusted on the road to ensure your engine is protected from metal-to-metal contact. And I use it so much, I haven't got my car on the bottle. That's why whether I'm racing or cruising, I protect everything I drive with Valvoline. Valvoline, trusted for over 150 years.